tell me that she still love me.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at the Celtics, towards the bottom of the conference for now. They are not happy with this positioning.
Well, right now for Boston, just a really tough start to the season for them. Now, they're going to have a lot of catching up to do down the road.
Yeah, but the good news is they are a team that can do that work. It's just a question of solving these early problems.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And for Boston, White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Minot in at the 4. And tonight, Stan, we have a matchup featuring two teams with similar systems.
Yeah, look, neither of these teams is ever going to be in a rush. They're very patient offensively, and it's more about player movement and ball movement than it is about pace.
I mean, with the ball in his hands, Harden's as creative as anyone.
Brown against Leonard. Brown passes to Queta. Now White for 3. Collins with the rebound. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Leonard. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Collins with a screen on White. Here's Leonard. Boston with a rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, BA, he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Brown against Leonard. And Brown with the stuff.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
On the wing, Harden, defended by Pritchard. And Collins with the slam.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Brown. Soft touch off the glass. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
JB showing off those handles. That was a weakness of his early on. Now it's a strength.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Three-pointer, Beal, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Beal against White. Outside Pritchard. He buries it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Beal outside. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Brown. Harden against Pritchard. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
The response from the claw. Leonard really wanted that 3.
Now here's Pritchard. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Zubac with a screen on Pritchard to the inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Boston with the ball. Pass to Pritchard. A minute 53 left in the first. White can't hit.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
That one's off. Saying one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Anthony Simons comes in for Pritchard. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract lengths of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here. Not everyone is happy with the approach, but they're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Chomps, thank you very much for that report. Boston trailing. Outside White. Pass to Simons. Shot from 12. Good as the jump shot falls.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
55 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Dunn. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Bogdanovich from long range. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Hauser. And there's the screen. This one for 3. The rebound by Bogdanovich. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Bogdanovich. Jones has got his second basket.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Simons. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And Simons shows off that soft touch inside.
Done with it. 9 points for him in his last game. Puts up a 3. He can't get it to go. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They lead by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I just love playing on teams like this. passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Sam Hauser out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Xavier Tillman. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Los Angeles leading by 3. Jones, the pass to Batum. Back to Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Yeah, the crafty veteran Batum. Throughout his career, he's been a terrific passer at his position.
The Celtics shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by Lopez. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Batum, right side. Pass to Lopez. Harden from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
A lights-out three-point shooter. Harden loves to take and make them.
Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Brian?
A tremendous IQ. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Tillman. Here's Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Done with a steal. Here's Jones, and the dunk by Jones.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And the Celtics in possession here. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Zubats, he's checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Jones. Leonard's checked in for Batum. And it's Beal in for Dunn. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Out to Simons. Shot to stop the run. On target from range. Simons has got 7. And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive teams in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and be on the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
Celtics trail by 9. Pritchard from outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Harden. Inside. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
That's a textbook pass by Harden. He knows to move the ball when his shot isn't there off the pick.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brown passes to Pritchard. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Leonard passes to Collins. Now Zubats. Here's an 8-footer. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. For Boston, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. To the paint. Here's Keita. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Derek White checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Dunn's checked in. The Clippers lead by 9. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Leonard, a threat from deep.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
A minute 22 left in the second period. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. Zubac with a screen on Brown. Leonard passes to Zubac. Queta pulls it in.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Pritchard surviving the D. Clock at 6. Brown against Leonard. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
And I love how Brown is never in a rush. So calm, even with the shot clock up against him.
Zubac passes to Leonard. Out to the wing. Leonard spikes it down.
Oh, the slam from Leonard. Love watching him finish with force.
20 seconds left in the second. Up top, Brown. Leonard defending. Down low. Here's Queta. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Beal, the pass to Leonard. On the drive, Kawhi, good on the shot. Leonard's got 12.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kawhi Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. Guys are less on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives us a great momentum going into the game. So we like what he's doing right now. Now we got to build on it.
When you have a player like that, you follow his lead. Thanks, coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And get ready for the fan half-court drums. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Los Angeles Clippers. Does this game remind you of anything?
Yeah, Shaq against a dictionary. This guy comes up with his own fake words all the time.
They aren't fake, Kenny. You just don't have a degree from Shaq University.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's not a real school.
And clearly this is not real analysis. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Clippers.
Slashing, scoring it close. This is my kind of game. I like the grit they're playing with right now.
Yeah, and they're playing really smart. I mean, you keep it going until someone stops it.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Collins at power forward, Zubac's in the middle. Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. And it's Leonard in at the 3.
Well, in this two-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll. Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
There's no question. Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $30 million deal, signed back in 2023. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Brian, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Collins with a screen on Pritchard. Harden from outside. Connects from downtown. Harden's got 8.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. We get a chance to check some stats for Peyton Pritchard.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the basket by Brown.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Pass to Collins. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Now here's White. No points yet. And here's Brown. It's tipped.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old. Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Zubac with a screen on Pritchard. Harden the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, and when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's White, following the score by Los Angeles. There's a screen. Pass to Queta. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Collins right side. Beal outside. Collins with a screen on Brown. Beal finds Collins. Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Outside White. The 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And Boston calls time here.
Celtics. Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise.
Tillman's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Zubac. Jones comes in for John Collins. Bogdanovich has checked in for Beal. And it's Dunn in for James Harden. White on the wing to end the run. Gets the 3 ball to go. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
Los Angeles leading by 22. Dunn outside.
I see him.
Pass to Jones. And rejected. And they're able to recover. Lopez, the screen. Gets the 3 to fall. Leonard's got 21 points in the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pritchard from outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Boston's gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. Good work defensively by Lopez.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Leonard on the wing, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And Boston with some changes. Boucher's checked in for Minot. Jaylen Brown comes in for White, and Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. The Celtics shooting a less than average 27% in the third quarter. And here's Brown for 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
Offense is coming easy and often for Brown tonight. He is dialed in. They should keep giving it to him.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We'll be back in a moment. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
You got to make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? If they're going to try to help and tag, you got to make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you got to like what Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Don't rush anything. Very solid advice.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Jaylen Brown. Xavier Tillman is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Simons in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And so Simons will bring it up for the Celtics. Kick out to Brown. No good with the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Dunn attacking. Simons with a steal. On the wing, Hauser. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
The Clippers lead by 21. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Lopez. Dunn outside. The 3-ball. And it's Boucher with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Here's Simons driving in. Banked it in off the glass.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Cato's checked in for Tillman. And then for Los Angeles, Leonard's checked in for Batum. And it's James Harden in for Bogdanovich. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now here's Harden. Leonard outside. Back to Harden. Jones up top. And the dunk by Jones.
And remember, James Harden is usually a front runner in the league in assists. He has great vision.
Now Simons. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Jones has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Harden. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, BA. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the stars.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Minot's checked in for Boucher. White comes in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. Now here's Brown. Pritchard with a screen on Jones. Pass to Keita. Now here's White. 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Boston. 3-pointer, no good. Los Angeles leading by 21. Leonard passes to Harden. Jones with a screen on Pritchard. Back to Leonard. Shoots over Brown. Boston with a rebound.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Pass to Keita. Right side Brown. 4-3. The triple drop.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, really the standout element of his game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's an 18-point game. Here's Collins. Now Zubac. Harden outside. Beyond the arc. Can't get it. For Boston, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
The line, Nunez picked up at the line for 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Los Angeles leading by 16. Harden with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Collins. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now here's White. Pritchard fires. Oh, missed on the tray.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
White against Leonard. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Clippers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And the Celtics in possession here. Following the score by Los Angeles. Here's White. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Terrific finish by White while dealing with the foul. His composure is impressive.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman's checked in for Queta. Boucher comes in for Minot. Hauser, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Pritchard.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Now Lopez. Oh, he misses the layup. 23 seconds left in the 4th. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
3rd team foul. At the line, Anthony Simons. At the line for 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. The Clippers winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Thanks a lot, BA. Well, Kawhi, you had it going inside and out. It seemed like you were getting wherever you wanted on the court. Did it feel that way?
It's moving well. Overall, the team played well. They got me in my spots. They made shots, open the floor for me.
Always humble. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.